Welcome everyone to our channel. Now I'm going to talk about discover the most mysterious nation in the world. Discover the most mysterious nation in the world. Around the world, in the most easily forgotten corners, these unrecognized countries are becoming more attractive to many travelers looking for a unique experience. 1. Tuva. The Republic of Tuva is a federal subject of Russia, a republic. This republic is geographically located in the central region of Asia. It shoulders Siberia. Tuva borders the Republic of Altai, Khakassia, Krasnoyar, Arkhangelsk, and Buryatia in Russia and Mongolia in the south. A large part of Tuva is covered by mountains, forests, and steppe. The majority of the people in the republic are Tuva, but Russian is widely spoken here. The capital city is Kyiv. The governing body in Tuva is the Kura, which elects the fourth term president. The Soviet Union had completely merged Tuva in its territories in 1944, with the approval of the Little Kura, Parliament of Tuva. Shachatoka, Tuva communist leader, took over as the first secretary of the Tuva Communist Party and became the de facto leader of Tuva until his death in 1973. Tuva initially had the status of autonomous province. Tuva later became the Tuva Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic on October 10, 1961. The Soviet Union in this period closed Tuva to the rest of the world. Then, in the same year, there was a wave of attack against a sizable Russian community in Tuva, and as a result, 88 were killed. Russian soldiers have to be called in. Many Russians have left the republic during this period. To this day, Tuva is still quite isolated and quite difficult to reach. A treaty was signed on March 31, 1992, which established the Russian Federation. A new constitution for the republic was launched on October 22, 1993. The constitution established a parliament with 32 members, the Supreme Court and a Great Court, responsible for foreign policy and can change the constitution, and ensure that Tuva law will take precedence. The constitution also allows a referendum to take place in Tuva once independent. This constitution was adopted with 53.9% of the people of Tuva in favor of referendum on 12 December 1993. 2. Somaliland. Somaliland is a self-declared state, but is internationally recognized as an autonomous region of Somalia. The Somaliland government established itself as the successor of the British Somaliland Protectorate, which became independent on June 26, 1960 as the state of Somaliland, before merging with the Somali Mandate territory on July 1, 1960 to form the Republic of Somalia. After the central government collapsed in 1991, the local government declared independent from the rest of Somalia on May 18 of the same year. Since then, the territory has been under the control of the government of the Republic of Somaliland. The government maintains informal relations with a number of foreign governments, sent diplomatic missions to Hargeisa. Ethiopia also maintains a commercial office at Somaliland. However, Somaliland's declaration of independence has not been recognized by any country or international organization. 3. Catalunya. There has long been a loss of disagreement with Madrid. Catalunya is still part of Spain, regardless of the fact that more than 1.6 million people living here supported the split in an unofficial vote in 2014. The most famous here is Barcelona, where there are many works of architect Antonio Gaudi. In the 19th century, Catalunya was seriously affected by Napoleonic Wars and the Carlos Civil War. By the second half of this century, Catalunya underwent industrialization. Due to its great wealth due to industrial expansion, there was a cultural renaissance in Catalonia accompanied by building nationalism, while a number of worker movements appeared. In 1914, the four provinces of Catalonia established the Commonwealth until the return of democracy in the Second Republic of Spain, 1932 to 1939. The government of Catalunya was rethought as an autonomous government. After the Spanish Civil War, Francisco Franco's dictatorship used oppressive measures, abolished Catalunya organization and returned to banning the official use of the Catalunya language. From the late 1950s to the early 1970s, Catalunya experienced rapid economic growth, attracting many workers across Spain, making Barcelona one of the largest industrial metropolitan areas in Europe, and converts Catalunya into a major tourist destination. Since the restoration of democracy, 1975 to 1982, Catalunya reached some political and cultural autonomy, and is now one of the most economically dynamic communities in the West Spain. 4. Greenland. Many people are surprised to know that Greenland is not an accredited country, but a region of Denmark. Illusion Side is one of UNESCO highly recommended destinations. About 81% of the land surface of Greenland is covered with ice, called Greenland ice cap. The weight of the ice compresses the central land of the continent to form a basin located less than 300 meters, about 1,000 feet below the ground level sea. Almost all Greenland residents live along the fjords on the southwestern main island where the climate is middle. Most of the people of Greenland are descendants of both Gallic and Scandinavian people and use Greenland as their main language. Greenland is spoken by more than 50,000 people, larger than the entire Eskimo island group combined. A Danish minority community who immigrates here spoken Danish. Both are official languages, while the Western Greenland dialect is the official form of Greenland. There is currently a diplomatic dispute over sovereignty between Canada and Greenland over the small island of Hans. After nearly 300 years under Danish rule, Greenland has come a long way in independence from Denmark. The 2008 referendum that sought more power from Copenhagen was recognized and came into effect on June 21, 2009. Denmark retained control of its finance. Foreign affairs and defense but will gradually reduce its tenure, allowing and abandon control of its natural resources on the islands. Greenland people, most of the Inuit native, will be treated as spirit people according to international law. 5. Mapuche. Located between Argentina and Chile, Mapuche was an independent territory until it was shared by the two countries in the 19th century. Mapuche famous for its stature and sophisticated craft. The Mapuche people make up 80% of the indigenous population in Chile, and 9% of the population. Most Mapuche people live concentrated in the Catalunya region. Some Mapuche people have settled in the capital Santiago region because it is easier to fly a job here. In the 1880s, Mapuche was completely conquered. Although not subject to coups and authoritarian government, like other South American countries, Chile underwent a period of 17 years of military dictatorship, 1973 to 1990, in which more than 3,000 people died and disappeared. 6. Island Man. As one of the unrecognized nation-states located in the remotest region of the world, the Isle of Man is under British royal rules but not part of Great Britain. The island had its own system of power and tax. The cultural highlight here is motorcycle racing. The island was inhabited before 6500 BC. The influence of Gaelic culture dates back to the 5th century and Basque language. A branch of the Gaelic language appeared. In 627, Edwin of Northumbria conquered the Isle of Man with mode of Mercia. In the 9th century, the Norsemen founded the island kingdom. Magnus III, kings of Norway, also known as Kingman between 1099 and 11th century. Isle of Man is not part of the United Kingdom. It was an autonomous land, dependent territory of the British royal family. The head of state is Queen Elizabeth II, who holds the title of Lord of Land. Defense is the responsibility of the United Kingdom. hope to like this and just like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and see you later in the next video.